Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'd like to do a little bit of a walk around here and explain how we converted the hydraulic pump of our Oxbow 310 merger over to swivel with a 3-point hitch. Now I'm sure as most people who are familiar with these mergers, these Oxbow here is a 2008 model. Now up until the current model which they're producing now, I'm not sure which year they started, the hydraulic pump has been mounted on the tongue, the main frame that does not swivel. So on these oxbow mergers, they have a steering system. So this main bracket here with the 3-point arms is stationary, locked to the tractor. And off of it, they've got a steering mechanism which goes to the rear end of the merger back here. So it works well for going into corners. The merger, as you steer with the tractor, the merger will always follow right behind you. Now, one downfall with this style is the pump was fixed to the main frame of the merger. So what Oxbow did is they threw a PTO shaft in here with a CV joint. Now, when I bought this, it just had this standard knuckle in here which rattles like crazy when you turn a corner, being the pump is fixed, because the way this is mounted, this is almost double the joint, because this always stays straight with the tractor. Hopefully you follow what I mean. I pardon me for the shaking, because I'm just recording this on my phone. So what we did is, this bracket here had already been farm shop engineered a couple times. It looked like it'd been done in a hurry, as things normally the way it goes. So what we did is we cut this off, and I still need to clean this up a little bit more. But we mounted this piece of truck frame to the back end of the frame that's fixed to the 3-point arms. So we took all the bracketing, as you can see here, we cut that all off, cleaned up the front of the pump, and we measured, and we put this piece of truck frame on here. And what it amounts to is this pump is about a 1/2 inch closer to the front of the machine than what the current model measurement is. So I don't think that 1/2 inch is going to mess with our PTO shaft much. I've ran it, drove it around a little bit, and it seems to be working beautifully. So on these, as far as the oil supply, they used to have this hose drop down here with the fittings and go right down and feed into the side of the pump on the other side. So what we did is we plumbed this with pipe, brought it up front, and we cut the crimps off the old fitting, and we used the same fitting, but we bought this new piece of just hydraulic feed hose, got it from our local O'Reilly store, and just got some very heavy hose clamps and crimped it down. So far we have no leaks. So now what this allows us to do is, when we turn, this hose will flex with the machine. So that way we don't have no kinking issues. This gives it plenty of room here. So when that pump swings, we got plenty of travel. We also did the same thing with our feed hoses that feed the pump. So this pump is 3 pumps stacked together. So there's 1 in port and 3 out ports. We have 1 port, 1 pump for each section of this merger. It is a 3-section merger. So previously the hoses just come straight down from here, drop straight down, and went right to the pump. So now we've rerouted these hoses, and we went around underneath the main frame, and we've come back up the inside, and we just zip tied them alongside. So that way we have plenty of travel when we are turning corners and so forth. So we're giving this a try. I've never seen it done before. Our local Oxbow dealer said, no way, can't be done. I looked at him and said, we'll figure out a way, because I wasn't going to buy a $1,500 PTO shaft. As it is right now, I have about $700 in materials, as far as the hoses, the fittings, and everything. I had the truck frame laying around from a previous project. So I'm still using the PTO shaft that came with it. So eliminating the $1,500 to $2,000 PTO shaft And also we are giving ourselves a lot more flexibility with the pump being mounted to the part that turns or steers, so that way we don't have any rattling with the PTO joints and CV joints. That's also one other thing that takes these out that is a weak point. When that PTO shaft starts to vibrate, it really vibrates this bracket, and then that aluminum and cast housing of that the gearbox that drives the pump is known to go out and is not an expensive fix either. So just trying to be proactive and trying to make things a little better and hopefully last longer. And so if there's anyone else out there who's looking to do the same thing, as of right now, I feel comfortable saying it can be done. And so hopefully this little video here will help anybody else who may have a 310 and is trying to improve that pump design, or maybe your PTO shaft's bad and you're looking for alternative options. So just a little bit of welding and fabricating here. Turned out really nice and clean. Still got to paint it up and everything yet, but yeah, just thought I'd throw this video out, and thanks for tuning in to Novak Custom Harvesting. Thank you.